She does do those voices normally. There's a video out there, but
she pulls them off right in front of some people randomly.
Yep. There's a video out there for pulling it off just in front of a fan. She does both Applejack and Rainbow Dash. I will say her Rainbow Dash on the spot sounded better than her Applejack, but I think it was just because she was rushed. So it looked like her Applejack was just amazing. Her Rainbow Dash was just absolutely amazing. She's a Canadian out there as well. For those of you who didn't know, she's a lead singer of a band called Hey Ocean. I don't know if she's still in that band. I'm pretty sure. Yeah, so I thought she was still in there. Okay. On the website, fan music. That's a good idea since it'll segue into our topic with Alex. Should he join us? We're going to talk about fan music now. Friendshipismagic.org has got one of the best fan musics I have ever heard. There's so many mixes out there. There are so many mixes out there. There's remixes of pretty much every song, or absolutely every song out there. Extended remixes, techno remixes, all kinds of remixes out there. Piano mixes, one of my personal favorites, and 8-bit remixes of every song out there.
As an 8-bit form, yeah.
Yep. Yeah. And now one of the things you can get is unofficial soundtracks. There's huge soundtracks out there for pretty much every mix that's out there. And as far as my favorites, one of my favorite remix artists, I'm hoping to feature in a little bit, Alex. His stuff is just amazing. I like the way he did the remix of the My Little Pony intro. If we may feature that, a link to that. We're definitely going to feature a link to his page, as well as a link to that song. But he does a remix of the opening to My Little Pony. I'd love to have that in our podcast. I think another podcast might already use it, but it's a great techno remix. And I should bring this up. Fluttershy just alerted me of this, and it's definitely a good thing to bring up. Our site is R34 free. It's a safe website. It's family friendly. We do have a few stragglers here and there that like to be a little, I'd say, use more than a little bit colorful language, but that's.
I prefer to call them trolls.
Yeah, they're few and far between. 95% of our music user base are very family friendly, except new users with open arms. We do not post anything along the lines of pornographic or R34 images, or as Penguin has pointed out, the ban hammer will drop, and it will drop hard. And no, swearing doesn't make you a troll. Just the attitudes that swear that sometimes come along with those people do. I mean, I've sworn before. I did it in this podcast a couple times. Anybody can tell me that. Oddly enough, I always wondered why our troll pip was called troll instead of Parasprite. And instead of having the troll, we didn't have a picture of a Parasprite. Instead of having Angel, we should have had a Parasprite on there. Maybe.
Yeah, we should probably get that worked on.
Yeah, that's actually a good idea.
Who's our local pip maker?
Trixie's less of a troll and more of a, I don't know, she's more of like an instigator. She just wants to prove she's better than everyone. Angel is nice. I don't know why. Angel's not a troll. Angel's nice. Angel just is. He's nice.
Angel's overprotective.
Yeah, he really likes Fluttershy. Yeah, that's a good word for it. Yeah. I'm not going to repeat that, but definitely is a good word for it. Tyrael, did you have a topic you wanted to bring up? Because I know I wanted to feature you in with the rest of the conversation. We haven't had you in yet. Give you a chance to talk. But if you have a topic you want to talk about, by all means, hop right in and chat or not. All right, we're getting on the probably close to the I know we're way over the hour mark. We still haven't gotten our main recorder back in here, so we're probably going to have to settle with the uncut version that Fluttershy has recorded for us. Thank you very much for backing that up, Fluttershy. Otherwise, we would have been SOL. So,
yeah.
So thanks for doing that. Since we're going to kind of wrap this up soon, and I haven't gotten a message back from Alex. I'm guessing he's a little busy, so it's fine with me. We'll have to set up for another day. I'll go ahead and let him know. We'll just do it another time with him. Maybe make that our second podcast. Bring him up and start talking about music and stuff like that. So, yep. And yes, I know you can cut it too. I do appreciate that. I know you can do some great edits on there. So,
especially because we have a few little mistakes in here.
Yep. So we'll talk about when we're going to do our next podcast. Now, as far as how often we're going to do these things, that's anyone's guess. The average podcast is released about a week, depending on the popularity of the podcast. It's usually weekly. I think we can stick with weekly. If we want to do this every Saturday night, I can make that happen. It's my weekend night, so I can stay up late and just do shit like that. So Saturday night sounds like a good day. Everybody's home.
Saturday is probably the best night for me in general.
Yeah, so I think Saturdays is a good time for it. We'll start doing this as a weekend thing, a weekly thing on Saturdays. I should give a shout out to a few people and a few sites. For example, I'm going to give a shout out to PonyChan, only because it directed me eventually to this site, of friendshipIsMagic.org. Alex says he's a bit lightheaded to do a podcast because he just came back from a bar and he doesn't want to sound too derpy when he talks to us. I can completely understand.
I think we can appreciate that, my friend.
So I'm gonna, he said in the future, let him know. So I'll ask him next week if we want to. And I'll tell him we'll just do something for him next week. We'll go ahead and include him in. But he said he's definitely interested. So guys, you've heard it here first. Alex is going to give us a shout out, and we'll get him here in the future. So that's awesome. So yeah, we'll go ahead and bring him in next week. And this guy is amazing. He's got some utter awesome skills, or as Schwabity would say, some proper skills. So we'll go ahead and feature him next week and his music, and we'll show a few clips of his music and integrate it into the site. In fact, we'll actually start that podcast off with one of his songs. If I can get his permission, we'll go ahead and do that. But we're going to wrap this thing up right now. This is me, Pinkie Pie, talking to you from the FriendshipIsMagic.org podcast, our first one. Sorry, it's a little rough, guys. I hope you do love it. Please visit our website. Again, it's www.friendshipismagic.org, all together. We're going to bring in some guests now to say goodbye on air. Go ahead, start Raiser, and say what your goodbyes.
Well, this has been quite a good experience. Everyone, let's just have some fun with this. This is Raiser. Here's the next.
All right, anybody else want to say goodbye on the FiMCast? And
yeah, I guess I'll say my goodbyes or astas or whatever you want to freaking say. Whatever I say, and you listen, and bye-bye.
All right, that was Psycho saying goodbye. Anybody else want to give a shout before we leave?
Yeah, this is Penguin signing off.
Penguin signing off.
This is 7X signing off.
Yo, Tyrell, I'm going to actually say stuff next time.
That's
I
right.
Promise.
We're going to have Tyrell in our next feature. Tyrell, you can come along with Alex, who just messaged me and said, what time are we thinking of? East Coast. That's me too. So,
yeah, next week I should be able to talk to you. This week I just, couldn't really work it out.
Yeah, I'll talk next week before I get kicked.
Awesome. Anybody else?
Peace out.
All right. So you guys
want to say anything, Twilight?
Twilight, you want to say anything? Is Twilight here? Oh, Twilight is here. Twilight's not in the call. Why isn't Twilight in the call? Or do I just not see Twilight in the call? I don't see Twilight in the call.
Oh, I see.
We should probably add Twilight.
Better recording software to speak.
That's all right. Even though we don't have Twilight in the call, we will have this recorded. Fluttershy is going to go ahead and do the editing. We'll have Twilight do it next time. We're going to make sure we have more than one person recording this at once at all times because just for that very reason. Fluttershy would also like to say goodbye because he's not currently able to say goodbye. So just a goodbye from Fluttershy if it's okay, if you don't mind. That's okay. Squeak. So that's a goodbye from Fluttershy. I'm going to give an unofficial goodbye from Alex because he's going to be with us next week. I'm guaranteeing that. No, I'm not guaranteeing that. So from all of us at FiMCast and FriendshipIsMagic.org, be sure to join us next week. And I'm not doing a singing outro because I just don't.
Do it.
All right, what do I sing? What do I sing?
Anything you want.
Oh, the lullaby from Sweetie Belle was the first request on there. So Here we go. I said, hush now, quiet now, lay your sleepy head. I said, hush now, quiet now, time to go to bed. That's all I'm doing on that one. That was way too high pitched for me.
That was too high for you, my friend.
It hurt. Oh man. Okay. We can edit that out, right?
Yes.
No, we're leaving that in.
Okay.
I'd rather put something else, but not yet.
All right. I'll do a better version another time. But anyway, guys. Again, that was friendship.org and our various users and various mods. We had our head mod Penguin on here. We have our mod Raiser XI on here. We have a couple lurkers that are mods and users all about, and we had some people that came and stayed guests. So this is Pinkie Pie saying goodbye, and thank you for listening.
Until next time.
Peace.
See ya.
Last